We are looking at our final objective, a highly textured, warm bread pudding topped with fresh cream and toasted pecans. To construct this dessert, we are going to build 3 distinct layers around a single ingredient. We will use honey to sweeten the custard base, build the deep caramel sauce, and lightly flavor the whipped cream. This timeline chart maps out our workflow. We have a 45-minute baking block. By nesting the caramel and whipped cream preparation steps entirely within that oven time, we overlap our tasks and save a full 20 minutes. Before we start, gather an 8x8 baking dish, a mixing bowl, a small saucepan, and a mixer. For your base material, you will need 6 cups of cubed brioche or challah bread. By combining proper sequencing with ingredient overlap, we can execute this complex, scratch-made dessert in exactly 60 minutes. Step 1 is setting our initial environmental parameters. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius and thoroughly grease your 8x8 baking dish. Next, load the primary solid materials evenly into the dish. Add the 6 cups of cubed bread, followed by a half cup of chopped pecans. This brings us to a common structural failure. If you use bread fresh from the bakery, the final texture of the pudding will turn out mushy. This cross-section explains the mechanics. Fresh bread has a dense, moisture-heavy structure. Stale bread features an open, dry, porous structure. When we introduce liquid, fresh bread immediately collapses. Stale bread absorbs it, maintaining its sturdy internal walls. If you only have fresh bread on hand, you can initiate a drying protocol. Spread the cubes on a baking sheet and put in a 250-degree oven for 10 minutes. Controlling the baseline moisture level of the bread is the absolute requirement for achieving the dessert's proper internal architecture. Now we build the first honey layer. In your mixing bowl, whisk together 2 cups of milk, 1 cup of heavy cream, a 1/3 cup of honey, 3 large whole eggs, and a pinch of salt. To build the spice profile, mix in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. The earthy, deep notes of the cinnamon and nutmeg balance out the floral, natural sweetness of the honey, preventing the custard from becoming cloying. Pour the completed custard mixture slowly and evenly over the staged bread and pecans in your baking dish. You must now let the dish sit for exactly 10 minutes. This soak is a non-negotiable step. This volume chart tracks the liquid level dropping in the pan over that 10-minute scale. The bread mass is expanding, pulling the custard all the way into the core of every cube. Once the soak is complete, move the dish to the oven. Bake for 45 to 50 minutes until the top surface achieves a golden, crisp finish. Enforcing patience during this 10-minute soak guarantees a cohesive, unified pudding, rather than a separated, uneven mess. With the pudding in the oven, we activate our 45-minute baking window and shift over to the stovetop. For our second honey layer, melt a half cup of honey and 3 tablespoons of butter in your small saucepan over medium-low heat. Next, stir in a 1/4 cup of heavy cream, a pinch of sea salt, and 2 tablespoons of optional whiskey. Let the mixture come to a gentle simmer and maintain that temperature for exactly 2 to 3 minutes. This macro still shows the exact threshold you need. The mixture must thicken to coat the spoon and achieve a brilliantly shiny, glossy state. The moment you see that glossy finish, remove the saucepan from the heat entirely to ensure the sugars do not scorch. Relying on these visual markers rather than a strict timer guarantees a flawless caramel every time. The bread pudding is now in its final minutes of baking. Transition to your final preparation station. We will build our third and final layer by combining 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, 2 tablespoons of honey, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Using a hand or stand mixer, begin mechanically agitating the liquid to introduce air into the cream matrix. If you overwhip the mixture, you force the fat solids to separate, which will turn your light cream into heavy butter. This close-up still isolates our target visual metric, a soft peak. Notice how the cream holds its shape at the base, but droops slightly at the very tip. Stop your mixer immediately when you see this. Recognizing that specific structural state halts the agitation process in time, retaining the cream's light and airy texture. Pull the bubbling, fully baked bread pudding from the oven. Cut a generous primary portion and transfer it to a plate. Add a dollop of the honey whipped cream and follow it with a heavy cascade of the warm honey whiskey caramel. For the final textural garnishes, apply the toasted pecans and a drizzle of wildflower honey. By methodically working a single ingredient through baking, simmering, and whipping, you have engineered a highly complex, comforting centerpiece for Father's Day.